Hi, this is a video to show you how Google Classroom can really help you as a student to communicate with your teacher, hand in your assignments, and show how you will never lose an assignment again and not have any printing issues, as well as how to create assignments when doing a project in Google Classroom. So as you can see, I am already in my teacher's class page. And you can see that I'm in my teacher's class page because it has the class name at the top and my teacher's name right here in the middle. When you go into your class page, you will see many different assignments in the stream. On the left side, you will see what you have due on different due dates. You can click on what is due on the specific due date. For example, I have something due tomorrow. I can click on this assignment right here, and I can say, oh, what did I learn in math today? It now tells me to give an example in a Google Doc. Try some interesting ways to show my work. Maybe use the camera or drawing tools. Well, unfortunately, my teacher has given me an assignment that I can't do this way. So I might say, in math today, let me make sure that my spelling is correct. Today, I learned how to divide fractions and how to multiply decimals. When I click the submit button, I can see that my work is done. I can also have the opportunity to edit or send a private comment to my teacher. When I'm done, I also have the opportunity to add a class comment if I click here, and that will be seen by the entire class. If I X out of this, I can go back to my main page, and I can see that even though I've done my assignment, it will still say due tomorrow. I can also see that I have something due on Friday. So if I click on due Friday, it says, write a paragraph about the connection between Patriot Day and an event in your community. But if I look down here, it already says done in green. So that means that I have already completed this assignment. If I don't remember completing this assignment though, I can click into my assignment where it says your work, files you add or create can be viewed and edited by your teacher. So that means that this is something that my teacher and I can both see. I can click on the assignment again, and as it loads up, I can see that it is a Google Doc. But since I've already submitted this assignment, and I can see that I did not do a very good job on my assignment here, I only have it in view only because it's been submitted. So if I go back into my Google Classroom, I see that I have the opportunity to unsubmit my assignment. So I can unsubmit it. So then it says unsubmit to add or change attachments. Don't forget to resubmit it once you're done. So if I click unsubmit one more time, I then have the opportunity, as you can see, to then change it. I also have the opportunity, as you can see now, I have a button here that allows me to add other items from my Google Drive. I can add something just straight from my Google Drive. I can add a web link. If I'm on a desktop or laptop computer, I can add something from my computer. I can also create something, a Google Doc, a Google Slide, which is like a PowerPoint, a Google Sheet, which is kind of like Excel, or a Google Drawing, which is like a paint program or publisher. Right now, I'm going to go back into this document, and now I can see the difference that I have my tools up here where I can now edit this. So if I want to write a paragraph about the connection between Patriot Day and an event in my community, I might say something like, during Patriot Day, I went and worked in the soup kitchen to help the needy. This is a connection to Patriot Day. Because on Patriot Day, we want to help our community. Once I'm done, I want to make sure that I click Turn In, because that will make sure that it gets submitted to our teacher. You can see that at this point, you will have a pop-up on your screen. Sorry. If I click Turn In one more time on mine, I had a little glitch right there. I'll click Turn In one more time. If I click Turn In here, it will allow me to turn it in as well. So it says one attachment will be submitted for write a paragraph about the connection between Patriot Day and an event in your community. So once I click Turn In again, it will then click and we see Done. If I go back to my page again, I see one final assignment here, and this assignment is due in October. So I will not see it here on the side yet because I only see anything due in the next 7 days here. If I click on Open or the name of the project, I will then see where I can do my work. You can see that the teacher did not add an assignment here because the teacher has said create a Google presentation. So if I click on Add and I click on Slides, that's where I can actually start creating my presentation. In a moment, you will see that the presentation will show up and I have my International Countries project right here. Once I open it up, I can start my project, and we see that the directions say slide 1, 2, and 3. So once this loads up, I can then start creating slides 1, 2, and 3. Just taking a moment here. Once this loads up, you will also then once again see another Turn In button in the top right corner. Make sure that once you're done with all assignments that you click that Turn In button. You will also notice that your Share button has 2 people on it because you will always be shared between you and your teacher. If you ever have questions, you can always feel free to email your teacher in your Google Classroom. You can add private comments to your teacher right here at the bottom of your assignment, or you can always go back to your class page and you can email your teacher from your class page. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask your teacher, and your teacher can email me, and I will be gladly to come to your class and answer any questions. I look forward to seeing all your projects and speaking with your teachers to find out how you did in Google Classroom. Thank you and have a great school year.